What's happening, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here again on this beautiful Monday morning. Hoping you're having a fantastic week thus far. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry I got the messy hair going on, haven't really thrown the hat on, but we're just jumping right into this video for filming it over the weekend so that you can have this on a beautiful Monday morning. So thank you so much for tuning in. We've been talking a lot about the project lawn here lately. The last video, you can check it up in the corner somewhere, wherever this black bar comes across. You can go back and watch Friday's video. We did a lot of work out there on Friday. A lot of work, meaning we mowed down the project lawn, and then we applied a couple applications, and we showed you the soil test numbers as well. So it's worth your time to go back and watch that video and then come back to this one, because we're going to continue that process today. So for all of you that saw Friday's video at the project lawn, we're going to be heading back over there this morning, and we want to handle the weed portion. I think we just need to go ahead, we need to stay on top of it. I kind of let it, while we were waiting on the soil test results, and through the early parts of spring, I kind of let the project lawn go. And the Poa annua, as we saw, is dying off, so it's making it look kind of trashy. And then we've got a lot of, because the stinking Scott spreader broke, and we had to I didn't have a spreader, I didn't have a replacement spreader, and I had to hand throw out the Jonathan Green products. That really hurt us. It really did, because had that been applied evenly with a good Earthway spreader like what we bought now, again, that is the situation that prompted me to buy the Earthway spreader, then we wouldn't probably be seeing any of the crabgrass that we're seeing, and some of the weeds that we've seen pop up. It's not because of Jonathan Green, it's because of equipment failure. We're going to be heading over to the project lawn, and we're going to spray to be able to handle the weeds. It's something that here in my GCI turf type tall fescue, triple threat, spreader elite, Jonathan Green on the back edge, you guys that have been watching know what I got here. But we don't deal with crabgrass here in my lawn. Number one, it's thick. We've sowed grass into this lawn for going on 5 years now. And honestly, it's kind of been on cruise control the past 2 or 3 years. We haven't really seeded in this backyard in over 2 years. And I don't have any crabgrass, and you can see it all. You guys see the walkthrough we do. You never see crabgrass in my lawn. However, this is a brand new lawn, brand new dirt that's never been aerated. We're going to be doing that this fall. And with an equipment failure, we didn't get pre-emergent evenly spread. We've got weeds coming up. So this is great because it's helpful for some of you out there that say, Mr. Ferguson, I've got crabgrass, I've got all these weeds. How would you handle this? Well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the project lawn. It's exactly what I would do in my own lawn. We're going to show you what we're going to be applying, why we're going to be applying it, and then we'll mix it up, we'll spray it, and hopefully it will be successful in trying to begin to get some of the weeds out. When we kill weeds, we're thinning it out a little bit, because some of the grass, that's there is obviously weeds and it needs to go. So we're thinning out the lawn. Let's go out to the project lawn and let me show you how we're going to begin to tackle killing crabgrass and killing the weeds that we found on Friday's video. All right, guys, so we are back here at the project lawn, back up at the church. Just real quick, before we show you what we're going to be applying today, we kind of talked about it Friday, but just as a recap, the 24-hour results, maybe it looks a little bit better than yesterday. Again, go back, watch Friday's video to know exactly what we applied here. But it's been 24 hours since that application. Those 2 applications were applied, and we did run the sprinkler on every section and water it in. So it does look a little bit better, maybe the 24 hours. Hopefully in time, it will begin to look better once that gets in. I get a little concerned because some of that, the GCI 2000 is urea and should be instantly absorbed. But anyways, we'll give you, this is the 24-hour update. It looks I would say it looks a little bit better. The brown doesn't seem to be as bad, but like right here, it looks absolutely the worst. And I don't even know if Starter Fert's going to be able to bring all of this back to life, maybe most of it. But you can see the weeds. We're not going to walk all the way around the lawn. But just wanted to show you the weeds that we're going to be looking at today that we talked about Friday. You see a lot of it right here. I did look up before I came out a weed identification website, and we've got a lot of the crabgrass was just looking up different things. So we got a lot of the clover that you can see here. We're going to be tackling all this stuff, the crabgrass, the clover, just a mix of a ton, probably 15 different weeds in this lawn. But just looking at it, just to give you a quick 24-hour update, did it magically make everything look better? No. Didn't think that's going to case, right? We're working on the dirt so that the visual of the grass will look better in time. So it's not going to fix everything overnight. So please don't think that is the case. Now that we've shown you just the 24-hour update of it, still looks decent with the mow, but we're still not looking perfect. Let's go look at how we're going to tackle these bad boys right here, these weeds. We've got a solution for them and it's not Speed Zone this time. I've got something else that I'm going to introduce to you, and another product that we're going to specifically use to handle the crabgrass that we've seen emerge. So I've talked about this on my channel a little bit, but not a ton. But this is Triplet SF. The reason, I can't remember where I saw this or where it came from. I may have just found it on domyown.com and purchased it, but it is a gallon. And it is 2,4-D, and it does have 30%, as you see right there at the top, 30%, 30.56% of 2,4-D. But basically, it's very similar to Speed Zone. I've used this, the one time that I have used this in a bulk format was I had a guy at the church just say, hey, I've got spring weeds, can you come over? And he had, you know, like an acre, and I used this and asked him a couple days, hey, how's it looking? He said, it looks fabulous, killed all the weeds. So it does work. I've used it in my lawn as well. Actually, on that trip, it kind of spilled and fell over. And again, I bought this so long ago when I was first starting lawn care. I wrote, don't water it in. We want our selective herbicides to sit on the blades and kill the plant. So we're going to be tackling that. This is going to handle, like Speed Zone, all of the things besides crabgrass. 2,4-D won't kill your crabgrass, but it's going to tackle all those little broadleaf weeds, the chickweeds, the clovers, all of those things. This is going to smoke it. So we are going to be applying, and I'll put to the side here, and I can't see it because I'm filming it obviously, but here to the side you can see what Triplet covers, what it kills, and it's going to be a lot of the similar things that Speed Zone kills. So it's very similar. If you're interested, we have the Do My Own link down below, who I'm affiliated with. It helps support the channel. And again, I bought a gallon of this back in the day, still working on it, got half a bottle because we don't do a lot of weed killing once you have a thick lawn. So Triplet SF will be going in the tank today, and you want to mix around 1.5 ounces per thousand, very similar to Speed Zone as well, just a different name, just a different product. We also, with everything, we want to be putting the high yield non-ionic surfactant. We want this products that we're about to talk about, the second one, but we want these products to stick to the weeds. You don't water it in. That's why I wrote that in when I was a young lawn care rookie. Don't water this stuff in. It doesn't go to help our soil. It sticks to the weeds and begins to eat away and kill it. And so you want to make sure you have non-ionic surfactant. You can also find this in the link below, Amazon, domyown.com. And I've also used the dish liquid soap. You just put a drop of dish liquid in there, helps it to stick to the plant. You don't have to buy necessarily this. You can use something like detergent or soap, and that works as well if you don't have this, but I prefer to just buy the stuff. And again, it improves and increases absorption of insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, liquid fertilizers. Wow, I didn't think about that for fertilizer, so I need to consider that as well. Use on crops, ornamentals, and lawns. So I would recommend check that out in the link in the description below if you're interested in that as well. And lastly, again, I bought this a long time ago in the beginning, before I even planted my lawn, when I had crabgrass in my grass, in my lawn at my house, quinclorac. This is what is in the majority of those products sitting in Lowe's and Home Depot that say, like the Weed Be Gone, that says, 2,4-D plus crabgrass killer. They're mixing 2,4-D with quinclorac. And so again, that's one of the things that prompted me about lawn care, was my dad saying, man, I buy that Weed Be Gone stuff and I got to use half the bottle just to get it to kill something, and it don't even really kill the crabgrass. Well, it's such a small amount of quinclorac, it's such a small amount of these mixtures. It's like 5% like 2,4-D and like 1% quinclorac. It's a small amount because they want you to buy more products. At least that's my view of it, where I just went and bought the quinclorac straight up. This is a 1 pound, and for the rates of this, I'll put it to the side as well. My label's messed up because I wanted to make sure I didn't destroy anything, but quinclorac is going to attack crabgrass as well as other weeds you can see on the screen here, but primarily it's used to tackle post-emergence of crabgrass. When you forgot to put your pre-emergent down, or you got crabgrass in certain areas, quinclorac is the product you want to be able to kill it, and it'll turn it a purple color. And then I believe I read, and I haven't read up on this, but you would want to come and hand pull it out. It won't just disintegrate it. Sometimes maybe it will, sometimes it will just injure it, and it just will hand pull out easily. But quinclorac, this is similar, the rates are similar to prodiamine. We're using about a 0.367, if that's on the screen, something close to that. I took a screenshot of it. So very small amounts per 1,000 square feet. So very small amounts, while I still got tons in here, and it will tackle and kill that crabgrass. And then we got this to kill everything else. So that's the mix today. And just for those curious, this is my setup for the drone that I've used out here in the project lawn a lot. I use the phone that I'm filming with right now as the controller. It just slips right into this guy right here. It's DJI. Turn this on. This is how I control the drone. It's a DJI Mini 2. So you got the camera right there. That's why the camera is so stable. You got this gyro, I can't remember the word, system. So there it is, and I put these propellers on. They're a little bit lighter, a little bit quieter, but that's what we float up in the air right here. And this guy just sits here, and while the battery doesn't last terribly long. It's 25 minutes or so. And so while I'm spraying, that's the shots that you'll see. It will come from this drone. So I know some people have been asking about it. It's even cheaper now, the DJI Mini 2. I'll link it below. I got it from Amazon. I bought the package that you get 3 batteries. Actually, let me grab that and show you. I bought the package off Amazon. I'll link that below, or if you just want the drone and the controller, you can get that. I've got the 128 gigabytes memory card in there. Just in the back right here, the battery slips in. The reason why I got 9347 everywhere is the last 4 of my social. If you ever been in the military, you know why I'm saying this. You had to write it in your underwear, your clothes. They issued you everything military, right? So I just fell into that habit in case I missed it. 9347, that's Ferguson. So you got your type C port right here to charge the battery directly in the airplane or the craft here. You got 128 gig mini drive there, and this bag comes with it. If you get the package that I bought, it comes with more propellers. Here it comes with 3 batteries, so I can fly this thing for an hour and a half. And so I can turn this around. You hit the button on the side, and it shows you your battery life. So these 2 have 3 bars. This one has 3 bars. Over time, these batteries have gotten to where they don't hold a charge as long. So that's one thing. And then when I'm done recording, and that's just some of the straps that that goes to fold this thing up. When I'm done, I slip that mini SD card in here, Thunderbolt connection here, to my iPhone, and I just transfer the footage straight over with this little adapter with a mini SD card. So if you're interested in these things, I'll link them in the description. But this is what I use. I throw it up in the air. You guys, if you're mowing and you want to show people and just upload it to YouTube, there's no sound. It doesn't capture sound. It's just video. That's why during the drone footage, we put music as an overlay to listen to music while you're watching the footage. But the footage is fantastic. It's fun just to fly around. It has 3 modes. You can put it in sport mode and it goes really fast. I'll keep it in cinematic mode. And then if your battery dies or something, you can hit the home point. It takes a GPS home point right here when you take off. And if I fly all the way around the church or something and my battery dies, something crazy happens, I lose touch with the frequency of the controller with the aircraft, it will automatically come back to that GPS point and land right here automatically. It's programmed to do so. But just wanted to briefly share that with you for those that are interested. That's the drone and that's the footage you're seeing. So with all that said, let's get this stuff mixed in. I'm just going to mix it in, do the spray. We don't water this in. It's going to stick to the plant and hopefully handle all of our weeds in the lawn, and we can roll out. So there we go, mission complete. Hopefully you was able to see a little bit of the drone footage there. So this week we've, or you're seeing this on Monday, so last week, and then again here on Monday, this video, now we're attacking the weeds. We've started applying fertilizer to our dirt, to our soil. Then we worked on some of the possible rust. We're seeing die off here. We know that we're super low in our big three. That is a major thing. And just one application isn't going to fix everything. So if you're new, like, we've got to keep our eye on this. And another soil test is going to be needed probably midsummer or so to see our progress. Like, how much do we need to keep pounding starter fert? And then when do we need to lay off? As you guys know, I haven't put phosphorus in my lawn in many years. Once I got to the optimal level, it seems to just be consistently there in my soil tests. So once we get the phosphorus in optimal, we don't want to keep just doing the same thing. Like, well, I did a soil test way back in spring of 2024, so I just do starter fert all the time. That's not necessarily the right way to go. You'll be good. You know, a dead clock is right, what, twice a day, right? So you'll be right for a while. Yes, that's what your lawn needs, but that's going to change because we are applying those big three in a starter fert. Well, we're going to be in optimal, and soon we want to back that off. And now we want to start looking at micronutrients and be playing with our nitrogen that fluctuates up and down, right? We've attacked the weeds. It's sticking to the plant. It's not going to rain anytime soon, so it should begin to take effect. And also on the inside of the fence here where the kids play, you can see back in there, we've got weeds. We've got a lot of that is Poa annua. This is not going to affect Poa annua, but it can help to weaken the Poa annua. And with the increased heat we're going to have, it may assist in killing that off and making it die off, but it's not going to alone kill Poa annua. So don't think that this mix will kill Poa, but it can weaken it, it can hurt it, and then with the combination of heat and it being a cool season weed, it can die off, so it can assist. So hopefully we'll clean up a lot of these weeds. We'll give you an update on this next weekend or a week after or so. We'll come back and plenty of time and show you what was the results of all of that. Can we visually see any change, or was it all underneath the grass and in our dirt? We'll have to find out that part on the next soil test. But God bless you. Thank you for tuning in this Monday. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment below. Check out the links in the description if you're interested. If you need to kill some crabgrass in your lawn, I got quinclorac down there. If you want to try triplet yourself and you need a gallon of it because you're constantly killing weeds, check out the description with that. If you're interested in checking out the drone, I don't know if you want to start your own YouTube channel and film yourself while you're mowing or spraying weeds, check out the DJI Mini 2 in the description as well. And also, I don't say this a lot, but consider channel membership. We finally reached our goal several months ago, thanks to Wendy and a couple others that are now featured on the top of the Mr. Ferguson page. Thank you so much to our supporters. And so check out the link to be a channel member as well. And if you want to see what we did on Friday, here is that video right here. Check it out. And I will see you guys on the next one. God bless you.